Hi, this is Sandro. Having talked about 5 success principles, today we're going to talk about success principle number 6, the one that props them all up, but probably the most important of all, and it is the principle of empathy, the basic building block of all human interaction. It's how relationships are formed and trust is built, and there are a number of ways that we can apply the principle of empathy. For one example to give you, I would suggest that you can use empathy in objection handling. I was once told objection handling is a buying signal. I'm not necessarily sure that's true, but whether it is or whether it isn't, the second part of the 3-part objection handling process, which we will talk about on this YouTube channel, is the principle of empathy, based very much on that fundamental building block. And I would typically use the words, if I was you, I would be thinking the same way. It's basically sending that message that I am basically engaging on a spiritual level, on a human level, on an emotional level with my prospective client. I want them to understand that I may not necessarily agree with their objection, but I do understand the reasons for it, and I want them to know that we are engaged on an empathetic level. Neuro-linguistic program is something we'll talk about in very basic terms. I'm not necessarily sure that we all have to become master practitioners to embrace NLP and how it works in practice, but we will just be covering some of those basic principles. So there are lots of ways that we can apply empathy when we're engaging with building new relationships, with ultimately sustaining relationships with the clients we serve, with friends and family members. So become aware, if you're not already, of the principle of empathy. It's a fundamental part of building and maintaining relationships.